right. Me and the boys are back for episode number 4.
Episode 4
of South
Bay
Yesterday. Today we're gonna talk about really a sentimental place. It was a place that was unlike any other mall back in its day then, and even today.
One of a kind.
It was called the Old Towne Mall. The Old Towne Mall opened in 1972, and what made it different is that the feel of it was like a 1930s, 1940s themed mall.
Like a mall in the old town.
In the old town.
Yeah.
Think of the stories, how that would go. But what was cool about it, something that you'll never see in a mall today, is it had not one but 2 rides.
Yeah, it was like an amusement park.
Yeah, it was.
Amusement park mall.
Yeah.
But not huge. Right?
Not
a
huge.
huge mall.
Much smaller than Del Amo for sure.
Yeah.
But it did have rides.
Very unique.
Very unique. It had an 8-hole miniature golf course.
Yeah.
Right? It had a merry-go-round.
I don't remember golfing at all.
I did. I had
Oh,
one
did you?
time
Yeah.
I do remember going golfing there.
The merry-go-round was very iconic. It was fun.
Yeah.
Around.
It looked really cool. And you remember, now that Amazon has put out all these stores, but it was where the Federated Group was. Do you remember that?
Right, the Federated,
Fred
the Federated Group, stereo and audio,
Yeah.
visual,
And if you wanted to buy a TV or a stereo set or anything like that, right, you would go
That's
to the
right.
Federated Group.
That was kind of down near the ends, right? Or where was that?
Yeah,
Was that kinda down
I
that way?
don't know if it was in the middle, but I felt like it was in that direction, but
Oh, that
now,
way.
but it's been so many years, I kind of don't remember now.
Yeah.
But you know what I do remember about the Federated Group? I was in there one day and I was looking around, and one of the brothers came up to me and he said, "Hey man, did anyone ever tell you look like Bruce Lee?"
No.
So you know what I told him, right? Yeah, man, all the time. That's a true story. I didn't. That's not.
You know what? Because you were wearing your Game of Death tracksuit, the yellow with the black strap. He was like, "Hey man, you look like Bruce Lee."
He said, "Don't think, feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon."
Mr. Waithway.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to introduce the guys, and so I need to take a second to do that. To my right is the big G, Layne Wakuta.
Why is he called the Big G if his name's Layne Wakuta? Those are all W's.
Because
Well, should he be the Big
because
W?
the big G stood for Godzilla. The big G. Godzilla.
Oh, that makes sense now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
Lane, Mr. Cameraman.
Yeah, not Wayne. Not Wayne Wakuta. That would be
Mr.
WW.
Waithway.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Boythway. To my
Wow.
left,
How long have we known
my old
each
pal
other?
Brian Yamada, and of course,
What's his?
Brian.
Well, what's his?
Brian.
What's his name? Mr. What? What nickname did you
he's
give
B.
him?
Brian.
B. Brian.
Oh,
Brian.
okay.
And
All
then
right.
all the way to the left is
Yes.
the Rock Master Scott.
Rockmaster
Who's
Scott.
for this episode. And one of our old friends, Tim Higa, he reminded me that I did not give props to the cameraman, and so behind the camera is the original tofu.
Well, that's one
Well,
of the
why am
reasons.
I called
Oh,
tofu?
That's one of the reasons we wanted to do Old Town tonight, right? Because Bob
Oh, that's right.
is here.
Yeah,
That's
many adventures with.
With my 75 Honda Civic,
in
I
particular.
stuck in
How many
11
people would we?
of these
how
guys,
many people would we
11.
squeeze 11 people into.
And in that parking lot over there, we did donuts.
Well, we have to say too is that the reason that all of us are a little messed up is because of
Hey, that's not.
all of us were kind of normal, and then we
No,
had
you
tofu,
weren't.
and then
No,
all of
you
us got a
weren't.
little weird because of it.
No,
So-
that's
so
not
the
true.
reason that
in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I was
So
influenced
the-
by you.
no, that's not true.
Yes,
That's
it
not true.
was.
And it looks like we got some action in the back
But
going on over here.
What?
So
We would I can't believe we would squeeze 11 people inside your
Was
Civic.
it 10? It was 10.
10 people? Well, plus
10.
tow for.
Okay, let's
Wait,
go,
let's
let's
count
go
it
through.
down.
Okay.
So you.
It's a Honda Civic hatchback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Two-door.
know,
And in those days, they were about this
I know there
big.
was one driver,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? There's two in the
Two
front
in the
seat,
passenger case. So 1, 2.
and then
Should
four
we name
guys
them?
across. Well, let's go with
Oh,
the
yeah,
numbers
yeah.
first.
1, 2.
Four guys across, one lane across them,
That's
Yeah.
right.
and two guys in the hatchback.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
On their knees.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
In the hatchback.
I remember I was in the hatchback.
Oh, it
So
was
that
you
was
and
that.
James then. Yeah.
That's
James-
10. That's
10. 10
Oh.
people. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And so Bob was the only one crazy
Oh
enough
my gosh. Yeah.
who was actually
That's
an
crazy.
adult that went along with some of the tomfoolery that we did. And
Yeah.
drove us into this very parking lot.
There was
And-
no seatbelt law.
That's
back
right.
then.
It
You
was
didn't have to worry
us.
about that.
right in some of his Sunday school. It was after we
Yes.
passed on
Yeah.
from him and a couple of his guys and the rest of us.
And
That's right.
it's probably because of me now that churches all have to have liability,
That's probably true.
insurance
And
coverage.
that's right, and-
that you have to sign by the parent,
That's
which
right.
we never had to do.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
we
they don't know half the things.
but we had a lot of fun, and we did a lot of donuts here.
We
in the
did,
Old Towne
yeah,
Mall,
we did
but
have a lot of
had a lot of
fun.
fun. But
Yeah.
you know, this mall has a lot of memories, and you know, for me, this was actually where my very first job was, because I used to work for Fayva Shoes, which does not exist anymore, but was right here in the Old Towne Mall.
Was that because you worked for them? That now they're out
No,
of business?
Yeah, I think they went out of business the day I quit, but I don't think there's any correlation to that at all.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, I
The
had my
equivalent
first
of,
job here.
Fayva is like Payless, or maybe.
Yeah, Payless. And Payless
Yeah.
was around back in those days too.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
started at $3.35 an hour, and I remember I'd go inside here to eat my dinner. I'd get a burger, fries, and a drink, and it was
At
like
Wait, at
No,
Payless
there was
Shoe
a-
Store?
there was a burger place right,
Oh,
right
okay.
by the shoe
Oh,
store,
okay.
and it would cost me like $7.
Wow.
So I would have to eat.
That was pretty much your
Yeah, I
whole
had to work
paycheck.
2 hours just to make my lunch or my dinner back, you know, in those days. So that's
You should have
how
just
life
worked at Burger King with the rest of
Yeah,
us.
that's right. That's
You
right.
get a free burger.
That's right. Layne was. I remember that time you guys were making me a
Me and
burger that had
Darren.
like 8 bacons on it and stuff. That was pretty
And that
cool.
was the last time you got to work there, huh, Lee?
And then Burger King closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Layne, why don't you tell us about like the rides that were in the Old Towne
Yeah,
Mall?
that's something, like I said, very unique about this place is a mall with rides in it. I mean, I know that there's like the Mall of America in like Minnesota.
Yeah,
whatever,
right.
But this place is like way before then, and the rides, the carousel, you know, like merry-go-round was on there.
Wow.
What we liked about that carousel was that there was all the horses, right? But there was just the round one, you know, that you sit in.
Yeah.
You sit in that
Oh,
thing,
wow.
and
You
spin
could
it.
spin
Yeah,
it?
that's right.
You spin it, and
That's
then,
right.
Wow,
and
that's
then,
ahead
like
of
a
its
teacups.
time.
and there was
Yeah.
there was no like inhibitor or like no. You
Yeah.
could just
Right.
spin that thing as fast as and you could
That's
just
No
like,
seat
that's right.
belts. No
Yeah,
seat
yeah,
belts.
I
No
think
I
there was-
think they just
supervision.
closed the
but
door.
we would like
right?
jam everyone in there.
We would
anyway,
jam
so-
everyone in there.
Kind of
Yeah,
like my
so-
Civic. You did
so
the
that's-
same
we,
thing.
We were into jamming in those days. Right?
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just spin that thing.
Wow.
You just go
Yeah.
crazy. That was fun. There was a ride called Fantasia. which was
Fantasia.
kind of a weird
Wow,
ride.
kind of
You go and
Disneyland-ish.
You sit on like a ski lift chair.
It's exactly
kinda,
what it was
and
like.
then you kind of go through like these panoramic things and
Spooky scenery and
yeah,
stuff
like
like
the
that.
forest.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
stuff like that, and but at the end, like the very end, you go and then there's like this spinning wheel.
Like the Twilight Zone thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
A spinning spiral wheel.
Wow.
And then you're riding a thing, and you
you're-
see the spinning wheel, and so you feel like you're
That is-
we're gonna go
we're
upside
gonna go
down.
upside down. Right?
That's
Like,
kind of
exactly.
high tech.
Right? But then it was all optical illusion. You know,
Wow.
so it was the
Yeah, it wasn't
Fantasia.
real. It wasn't
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Yeah, we were really.
We
going
didn't really
upside
turn upside
Yeah,
down.
You didn't really do
Yeah,
this.
no.
Oh!
Okay.
down. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh
doing
my
that now,
gosh.
so.
Okay, stop.
Okay,
Stop,
sorry.
And what was the
Sorry.
other ride they had?
The
in
other
there?
ride was like a haunted house. I don't know what it was called.
Yeah, I don't
But it was
remember
like a
either.
haunted house kind of ride.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
same type of thing. You get on a not a ski lift, but like a.
That was
a
the more
little
traditional.
thing. You kind of go through and
Yeah.
there's all these spooky things. But at the end, I guess they always have these big finishes at the end. Like you go through and at the very end, there's like this monster, just
Yeah.
like this big monster. And then first he's like this, and then
Yeah.
as you go closer, he goes, oh!
Oh!
Like, and it's really loud.
Oh,
and it's
man.
all jarring. And, like, "Ah!"
Wow.
And then the ride's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
pretty cool though. You know, nice,
Yeah.
cool rides to go on. And
You had to pay to get on those
Yeah,
rides.
yeah, you
Yeah,
had to
their
pay.
tickets. and
Well,
all.
how the heck did you guys afford it when you're only making $3
Well,
an
no,
hour?
well, when we were younger, our parents would give us money,
Yeah.
you know, and we would,
Yeah.
if you remember, we'd ride our bikes here.
yeah,
We'd
if
often
we
ride our
weren't
bikes.
cramming into Toph's Civic, we rode our bikes. here.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian, what's
Nice.
your memory of the Old Town Mall?
Oh man, Old Towne Mall. I remember seeing a lot of movies here.
That's
for
right.
sure,
That's the Man Theater was here, right? And so any
And,
movie that came out of
yeah.
Man, we would watch here.
Of course, did we talk about the roller football?
Roller football.
Oh,
Roller
the
football.
arcade.
That was
The
here
arcade.
Sega
too.
Center.
Many hours in the arcade.
Many hours, and you had to cash in your dollar for Sega tokens. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
roller football
The roller
with the
football
X's
was-
and the O's, right?
Literally X's and O's.
How many bruised?
You know, I even
arms
remember
from
those
rolling that
bruises.
ball?
I used to get
Yes.
blisters.
And then pinch too. Oh, yeah, you get that pinch.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember,
in
we
between.
could break it going.
Yeah,
We
imagine
burned
how
a lot
many
of
sweaty
calories.
palms, right?
Oh, I know.
Like that
Seriously.
game, how many, like,
Yeah.
different sweaty
So,
palms.
you know, probably younger people don't even know what roller football is. Why don't you tell them what roller football is?
Well, it was a video game, but it was like a tabletop, right? Or like flats.
Yeah, it's
Super
great
high
tabletop.
tech. Super
And,
high tech.
The way that you would have to move your players was with this roller ball.
That's right.
And so you could roll back and you could pass or you could run.
Yep.
But everything was like you had to do a lot of rolling.
And
Yeah.
it's all rolling
All
on
Oh,
with
see
your-
that?
all with
See the
palm of
hand
your
motions? See, yeah,
And
that
there
was
no
it.
football players. There was
No.
just O's
X's
for
and-
offense, right? And X's
X for defense.
Yeah.
That's right. 2 players on both sides.
That's
4
right.
players.
Yeah.
4 roller balls.
That's right. That was a heck of a
Yeah.
game, though. And
that
you remember
was.
however many
Remember you
quarters.
get the breakaway and you're just like,
Yeah.
you're like on top of the table, shoot. And you catch that pass on the breakaway and you're
And
just
the other guy,
gone.
yeah. That was, I remember, depending on how many quarters you put in, it would put time on there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
every quarter was like 3 minutes or something like that, or a minute and a half or whatever. So,
Would we
okay, everybody
add-
put like a
would
buck
we keep
in.
adding,
We,
or-
we could keep adding
Yeah.
quarters to it. So, but you know, life was cheaper in those days. We could play for a quarter, you know, for
Yeah.
most games. Yeah. But that
Man,
was fun, huh? This
That would be
Yeah.
fun to get
Yeah.
one of those. So if
Good
any of you are out there and you have one of these you want to sell, just talk to one of these guys.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll be willing to
We'll have to
buy
pitch
it.
in and get,
Yeah.
get roller football.
And I got a Civic that I'll put it in and we
Yeah,
can
there
just
you
drive
go.
it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Scott? You got memories of the
Yeah.
Old Town Mall?
My memories are from two things. For sure, the comic vendor. I'm pretty,
Oh,
The
the
comic
comic
vendor.
Oh,
I'm pretty
man.
sure I bought my first comic books from that place.
Wow.
I still have them to this day.
Me
right?
too.
Wow, which one? What did you buy? What was your
My
first
first-
comic
I
book?
think it was the Avengers. The Avengers.
Yeah.
That or Spider-Man. It's one of those two.
Wow.
And in the model shop back here.
Paul Freeler's.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
buy whatever I could with my, spare change to buy a little tiny model.
What was your first model that you remember? Or your favorite
It was a
one?
battleship. I bought a battleship.
Ooh.
I don't remember what the name of
one
it.
it was.
Yeah, which one it was. But it was a battleship, and I thought I can float. It floats
Oh, yeah, because the picture shows them floating.
In the ocean.
like, it lasted
Yeah.
for like a minute, then it sank.
Yeah.
Because I didn't glue it very well.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but the comic vendor,
Oh.
that
yeah.
place was amazing.
Yeah, actually, I still got that giant size Star Wars
No
movie
way.
adaptation. I still have
Wow.
Oh, you
That's
bought
from
that
Comic
at Comic
Vendor.
Vendor? That-
How much did you pay for that?
Oh gosh, that must have been, I don't know, 75 cents maybe? Or maybe those were like
75
$50.
cents.
Yeah.
The big ones, yeah, maybe.
And now they're
about
worth
$60.
$10,000. So if you want to purchase his Star Wars
Yeah,
for
no,
10,000, just talk to
Neiman.
Layne. Neiman.
Yeah,
Neiman.
yeah,
That
no,
really-
exactly.
That really was, though, of those days, the place to go to get comics, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I used to look forward to coming here,
Yeah.
beg my mom
Yeah,
to take us
me too.
to get comics at the Comic
Yeah.
Vendor. You know,
Comic books back then were like 25 cents, 35
25
cents.
cents, and then they went up to 35 cents.
Mhm.
You remember that? And then the
then-
double size were 50,
Mm.
like the what ifs.
At one
you
point, it
remember?
was still saying still 35 cents.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. But you bought
Yeah.
all my original what ifs were from the Comic
Mm.
Vendor.
Remember a store called Scorpio Shop?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
Scorpio
I do
Shop?
remember
Right,
that.
They had all like,
Yeah.
like the Bruce Lee posters and stuff.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
There was
Maybe-
one section where they had like all the pipes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
all,
I
like,
do
smoking
remember.
Pipes and
Yeah,
like all that stuff, but we would bypass that.
yeah.
Go look at the Bruce Lee.
Yeah, go look at
posters.
Bruce Lee posters because
Yeah,
we didn't
pretty
smoke,
much.
we didn't do drugs, but we did Bruce Lee.
That's right. Yeah, and he looked just like Bruce Lee.
That's right.
Like the guy said.
Just like
That's right. That's right.
And to this day, he still looks like Bruce Lee. Look at that. Look at that. Look at, oh wait, Bruce
Don't
Lee's
wait
dead.
for a
No, he doesn't look like Bruce Lee.
You know, talking about the theaters, like a memory that I have is that Rick Nakayama took us to see Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No way.
yeah.
Really?
Were you-
Wow.
were you guys?
I know I wasn't there.
You didn't get asked to that?
No, I don't think I got asked to that.
Oh,
you didn't get invited to that one.
Oh.
strange.
Yeah. Did you go? Were you there? I remember like Ishiki was there, I think.
Maybe. God.
James was
Wow.
probably there. But
Chris
yeah,
Ishiki.
so we got to see Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wow.
And I didn't know it was about like the Ark of the Covenant and all
Yeah.
that, you know, 10 Commandments and all that.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. It was like a Sunday school lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. And little did you know in those days that the sequel is still coming out with Harrison
Little
Ford.
plug for Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like same age we are, so
No, he's older.
we grew
He's
up
old.
with him.
He's
We
a
grew
lot
up with him.
older.
Wow, man, we're the same.
I think
Maybe
he's
same as
older
you.
than me.
Same
I
as
think
you.
he's older than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
He must be like 90 by now.
Yeah, he's been doing a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah,
old.
a lot of good memories here. Again, you
Yeah.
know, yeah.
There's a cookie store.
The
Cookie
In
store.
fact, in the cookie store, the one coolest thing about the cookie store, you guys probably remember, is they used to sell those big giant cookies for $1.50 or whatever. I can't remember, but they were huge. But they had a machine in there that you could play for a quarter.
The love test.
The love test,
The love-
and if you could get it to the very top,
Oh my
you
God.
would win a free cookie.
Really?
Well, we all figured out that if the light, we memorized the pattern.
Hmm.
And I don't even remember how we memorized the pattern, but if the light is at the very bottom,
Hmm.
whoever puts that next quarter in is going to get it at the
it
very
had to be
top.
at the very bottom.
And you remember, we were so cocky about it. We went in there and we got our quarters. We saw, hey, it's at the bottom, it's at the bottom. You probably remember this, right? It's at the bottom. We go in there, we told the guy, hey, listen, we want our free cookie. And he says, well, you didn't win no free cookie. I said, well, we're gonna win the free cookie right now. He goes, well, I'd like to see it. Okay, so we put the quarter in, clicked on that, and we go, and we just stood there like
We're watching
this.
things bing.
And it goes to the top, and he goes, how did you guys do that? How did you guys do that?
The guy worked there.
The guy
and
worked there.
He didn't figure it out, but we did.
Yeah, but we did.
Yeah.
And so we got our chocolate chip cookie. And
Wow.
so we ate many a chocolate chip cookie
Uh-huh.
for a quarter here
Yeah.
that was big enough for all of us to share. And that was
No
cool.
kidding.
Yeah.
It's like going to Vegas and knowing when
The slot machine.
slot
Wow.
machine-
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, if we knew that, we'd be in even better shape
I
than we are
know,
now,
can
huh?
you imagine?
We just
It's
ate a
like-
lot of cookies instead of getting a lot of money, huh?
Just go to the machine and
Yeah.
say that machine is gonna hit. Just walk up to
Give
the
me my money
cashier.
right now, because Watch this.
Can I get my my little plastic cup there because just a
Yeah.
minute.
Little did you know that you helped these guys make those cookies with those quarters that you put in there.
right.
'Cause, so
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Well, fellas, that was good times here at the Old Towne Mall. Nothing quite like it then. Nothing quite like it now. But it was a part of our growing up, and we miss this place. If you have pictures of the Old Towne Mall that you have from your childhood, please post them to this, and so that we can kind of see,
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be cool.
yeah, what it looked like in the old days. And so, on behalf of me and the boys, we bid adieu for this edition of
South Bay yesterday.